Hey guys, happy working Wednesday. So I wanted to share my screen so you can see the work that I'm doing to make my video. I appreciate those people that are truly watching the videos. I was looking at the statistics on my YouTube channel, and for the past few videos, I've had around 55 to 60 views. As of making this video today, I only have 30 views on the current tutorial that I'm making for coding. I completely get it. It's a 20-minute video. But if we chose to work on coding this week, the reason that the videos are longer is because they have to be tutorials. So you need to watch the tutorial and use it as a helpful guide for your lesson. Because we're doing coding, these videos tend to be a little bit longer. I will try to speed this one up as we move forward today. So here's a reminder video. You're working on code.org to work on lessons 6 to 9, or you're working on making a Scratch game or animated story. Now, code.org, that's fine, but when you finish that, you should go over and begin working on Scratch. So when you've finished your lessons up to 9 on code.org, move on to Scratch. Yesterday's video has information for code.org, for Scratch, and for advanced work on coding. Please make sure you've watched that if you didn't yesterday. Today's video is about how to properly share work. You need to share a picture, the link to your work, or a detailed summary of exactly what you're working on. Examples such as I worked on Scratch, examples such as I worked on a clicker game are not enough. You need to tell me specific details of exactly what you're working on. That's what this lesson is going to be on today. So I'm going to go to Schoology and first note that this is not as many posts as need to be posted for full credit for everyone. So I should be seeing 23 or 24 for each of these posts. Please, please make sure that you're keeping up with the work that we're doing. I know that this week makes you do some work independently. Take time to work on code.org or Scratch for 20 to 25 minutes. Now, if I go to Scratch, I could pick up where I left off. This is one of my other projects. I'm going to load the balloon game that I left off with for those people that were working on that yesterday. So you too should be going back to games that you've been working on. When you go back into a game after searching in your folder, you can click See Inside and then get back to coding. Now, I've done some work since I last posted my video. I made the blue button make a pop sound and move to a random position. I made the yellow balloon spin and repeat, as well as the background changes. I made the pink balloon glide to a random position and change the background. So I'm going to show you some things that you could be working on. If you already know this, then work on something new for your project today. You could also start a new project, but you need to share a picture or the work that you're doing. So if you want to create a new background, you're going to go to background and you're going to paint your own. And then you can work on whatever design you would like to do. So guys, instead of having my YouTube as a full screen, make it half screen and open up your tab for Scratch. That way I can be talking to you as you're working in case I'm telling you stuff that you already know. Okay, now that I've made my design, I have a new background. And so I want to show you that between my backgrounds, I have a lined background, a geometric background, a balloon background, and then a blank background. These all save on this left side when you add a new background. So I could also go here and add in a blue sky, and now I have an extra background. Now that I'm back on code, I had these 3 balloons yesterday that I added things to. I want to show you that if you are playing with your code from yesterday, that I want you to be confident that you can be adding new code in your events that can happen when you click on the sprite. So the sprite is the balloon that's up in the corner. So just play with the code today. Spend 20 to 25 minutes playing with code. So when this sprite is clicked, what do I want to do? Do I want to start a sound? And then I could record. So now I have that sound and it's under record 1. And now when I go back, when the blue button is pressed, then it moves. Now, that sound doesn't match my movement. So I'm going to go back to motion and have it glide to a random position. Motion are the blue blocks, and they have any movement. So you can move the sprite by clicking on it, and if you want to make it come back, you can go into the field and play with the numbers. So now I'm moving my balloon back, and I'll throw that away. I can also rotate it. I can also make it glide to positions. But I'm going to make this glide and see if the sound matches the glide. So the sound doesn't match the glide, so I'm going to add half a second longer, and now it times it out. So I've also been adding the score, and I'd like there to be a button where I can reset the score eventually. You should make a list of things that you're doing so that you can continue to make changes on your program. So when you're messaging on your post today, you could say, today I had my balloon glide to a random position. Tomorrow I'm going to put a reset button. But you need to be spending time for 20 to 25 minutes playing with different buttons. So this is the yellow balloon. And I don't like that it's changing to a blank backdrop, so I'm going to change it to the blue sky. This is my switch background. It's in the purple blocks for looks. And I can have it switch different backgrounds when I add things in. So let's try it. So now it's a blue background. I like that. Now, what else could I do? Well, I could now, there's a color effect. I like that. All right, so I think that if I was a first grade student using this, that I would like that. So again, I'm in looks and I'm just playing around with some of the different code that's available. Now in the next code, for the purple block, that's what it does so far. I'm going to add a text box. So this is a say, and I don't want it to say hello, but I want it to say, so here you'll see me going to events, getting a when green flag button, and then adding in what the balloons will say. So this is basically me setting up directions when the student presses the green flag. But here is what you need to do when you have completed your work for the day. Click Save Now. And then you need to either take a picture, a snippet of your work, so I titled my picture. You need to either take a picture of your work or you need to click the share button. And then once you've clicked the share button, you need to go down to the copy link. And I'm going to show you how to either copy the link and share the link, or actually share the physical project. So I'm going to go to Schoology and show you how to do all of those posts. So now that I'm inside of the Working Wednesday post, I'm going to click, and I'm first going to tell you what it is that I'm doing on my game. So I can say Scratch, clicker game. The user clicks 3 balloons. The balloons change color, rotate, glide. I change between 3 backgrounds. Then I need to share what it is that I'm continuing to work on. Tomorrow, I will add a reset button for the score. Now I add in my picture. You need to give me an information about what it is that you're working on, and then you need to share your picture. So now when people see my post, it makes sense of the work that I'm doing. You could also write in your information, I'm doing a clicker game, but what you will do is you'll go back to Scratch, and you can copy the link, and go to link, and post the link, and make it Joseph Balloon Game. And now people can find my work through a post. The other thing that I think is really cool is when you can embed your game onto Schoology. When you embed something, you actually insert the file for people to use. So I'm going to go back to Scratch, and this is my embed code, and I'm going to copy the embed code. And now when I put the embed code in, I did Control V. I can type in Joseph Balloon Game. And now people can easily click and play the game that I'm starting to create. I would love to see embed codes be added. I'm going to remind you how to do all of these again. So on Scratch, you can take a screenshot of your work and show me a picture. But I would like for you, when you're done with work, I want you to click on the shared. Let's save this. I want you to click on shared, and I want you to see the project so that you can copy the link. This is the page that you need to be on when working. If you've already shared it before, you just need to click See Inside. This is how you can copy your link and add that in to your Schoology post. Please make sure you're sharing details of your work. Please make sure you have a picture, or make sure the link or embed code is posted. If you've completed your work on code.org, I can't wait to see what you're doing on Scratch. Thank you, friends, and have a nice day.